right, namaste to everyone. Good evening, and I'm very, very happy once again to be here and with my dear friend Kesar to co-host this. So it's a nice and cool evening today in Bangalore. So good evening to all of you who are coming and logging in from Bangalore, and uh, we've got good news and better news. Good news because the lockdown is slowly easing out, and hopefully there'll be some sense of normalcy. I guess real normalcy will come months from now, but some sense of normalcy. That's good news. But even better news is what we have today. We have the very best of people, two smashing personalities who are not just highly accomplished in what they do, but also because they are letting others accomplish, become winners in their own right by do gaming. So today our evening is going to be full of passion and full of fun and frolic because we've got very interesting people online today. And with that, for those of you who are logged in for the first time, I hope there are many today who are logged in for the first time. I'd like my dear friend Manoj to talk to us. He is the founder, the pioneer, and the spearheader of the do gaming concept. We all do game, but to really call it do gaming, to make do gamers come together and inspire one another is something that Manoj, out of the many innovative things that he does, this was one of those things. So I'd like to invite Manoj on the virtual stage right now to run us through what do gaming is all about and why we are all in it together.
Thank you so much, Aparna. Thank you so much. Thanks, Aparna and Kesar, for doing this. I think it's been really a great platform, which I would say is democratic for the people, by the people, of the people. And that's the wonderful thing, the way it is unfolding. I like it. We are probably in the 5th month of the monthly webinar. And I think that's the beauty of do gaming. As Aparna rightly said, all of us, we have been do gaming probably since ages. But what we have tried to do here is to just put a little format and a structure to this so that we are able to get a better productivity. Being a mechanical engineer myself, I think productivity is something which takes a front seat always whenever I look at it. When we are doing good, when we are expressing an act of kindness, why not we do it in such a way that it also helps us to achieve more in our day job. When I say a day job, I mean the job that we, or the profession that we do for earning our livelihood. So that was the concept behind making this acronym do game, as you see it here at the top. So do good and achieve more, right? That's the acronym which has been made for. And what I mean, Kesar expressed, suggested me to talk about what way we are do gaming. I mean, that's the subject she gave me. So I thought rather than just defining do game, I can also tell you what all has happened during this do game. I mean, Ajay Gupta, who's going to be one of our do gamer getting interviewed, he has started the journey of training or mentoring some of our do gamers and non do gamers on the subject of gratitude. I mean, G at the center of this do game also stands for gratitude. So he's been doing an amazing job of waking up early morning and conducting this class at 5:30 in the morning. Wow, that's a real do gaming, right? And I'm sure it is helping him to achieve more. Rotarian past district governor Bala, whom I have not even seen. Today is the first time I saw him virtually. Till date, we have been just interacting on the thanks to Facebook and WhatsApp, that on the platform of digital we have been interacting. And I mean, I think the time that we are going to give him is too short for him to express what all good he has been doing to the world. And he's a veteran. He's a Rotarian for, I don't know, 30 odd years probably. And you will hear when Kesar and Aparna are going to interview both these guys, you will hear from him what do gaming he has been doing. So do good is something which is nothing new for us. And that's something which I would like to highlight. It's nothing great that I have done or I have brought in. What I only thought is, if we bring this in a structure, and if we try to continue to inspire others, I think this will bring in more productivity. This will probably energize us. It will resonate with one another. And that's how we'll be able to create a bigger difference. The COVID times today probably are more relevant for us to do good. And hence, in this light of COVID, let's continue and learn more from our interviews today and get to know how they have been doing good, achieving more, not just for themselves, but also for us. And thank you so much for the entire organizing team, the Rasoi team, which has been putting together this thing. I don't know how it happens. It just happens. So thanks once again, and over to you back, Aparna.
Thank you, Manoj. Okay, I think we have to make an announcement now about the YouTube channel going live, isn't it? Kesar, who would be doing that? Ravi, is it?
Yes, Ravi would be doing it.
Ravi?
Yeah, hi.
Ravi, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, ma'am.
Hi, Ravi. Switch on your video and we'd love to hear what you have. So here is a good thing about what is happening in Do Gaming. Every time uh, there is a there's a delta innovation that happens. Each and every time you come in, there's something new for us to talk about, something new for us to look forward to. I think that's what is keeping it alive. Like Manoj said, there's a fifth time, and each time there is, there is a curiosity that I come into this event with. So today, Ravi has another new innovation to talk to us about. So over to you, Ravi.
Yeah, hi. Thank you, Aparna. So yeah, like previously we did a lot of webinars, and many people are missing out with a lot of schedules, like a lot of webinars and some work going parallel to this. So what we thought was like we'll record them and put it into some social media and those things, so that for every time we can have the recordings, and people can be more benefited out of it. So it happened with me also. Then someone gave an idea, like Manoj approved it. It was in no less time we created the YouTube link. Unfortunately, we couldn't go on live today because of some issues, technical issues. So the YouTube channel is available. Probably by next webinar we'll be going live. That is one good thing. So yeah, the name is same, the Do Gamers. It's Do Gamers. I'll be sharing the link in the chat box soon. So please do follow that, and many of the like more specifically available, like Manoj sir's explanation and Aparna's video, like their interview thing. Everything is like handled very carefully, and part by part it is uploaded. Please support, like reach to many Do Gamers, and we welcome everyone to be part of this. Thank you, Aparna. Over to you.
Thank you, Ravi. Thank you. That's wonderful. Thank you for your contribution. It's really, really nice. And I really like the humble way with which he's requesting all of us to spread the word. And it really warms my heart that, there's such humility in what we do. And that I will do that. I will spread the word as well to as many people as I can. Thank you, Ravi, for what you're trying to do here. Okay, with that, we come to the main part, who's truly different and passionate. But before I introduce him, I'd like to tell you a story. The story just kind of called out to me the moment I spoke with him yesterday. And I want you to hear the story, because if you hear the story, you'll know the kind of person that you will be listening to. Once upon a time, not too long ago, in a village not too far from here, there was a little boy. And this little boy was a very, very good archer. Bow and arrow was his thing. He was passionate with his bow and arrow. Night and day, he would train, and he would love to talk about archery. He would love to read about archery, and he would love to do archery. He started to take part in all the competitions that happened on his street. He won every one of them. And then he started to take part in the competitions which happened in his village. And he won that too. And then he started to take part in the competitions in his group of villages, which also he was hands down the winner. And there came a time when he felt that there was really nothing more that he could learn from the people around him. And he decided that he has to go look for a master who could train him more in the field of archery. And so he began to go looking for a master. He crossed his village, he crossed the next few villages looking for a master. But everywhere he went, he would beat the people who would come on a competition with him. So there was really no master he could find. He just kept going and kept going and kept going until he reached beyond his kingdom, and he realized that he was just not finding anybody who knew more than him. Dejected and disillusioned, he thought that his search was a failure, and he turned around to go back home. On his way back home, he was crossing one village, and in that village, there he saw across the trees, across every tree on that village, there was the target that archers use. And at the center of each target was an arrow that was pierced right in the middle, bullseye. Every single one of them, there was an arrow right at the center. And this little boy was thrilled. His eyes lit up and his mind sparked. He said, I probably found the man who should teach. Shed. And he walked inside and he knocked on that door. And there was an old man who answered. He said, yes. It. He says, yes, I've done it. He says, then will you please take me as your student? Will you please teach me how? Arrow, and I pierce it into a plain piece of paper, and then I draw the target around it. That's what it is. Wanted to know. The boy smiles and he says, I wanted to know something else, but you've taught me something. You've taught me back to his village, a master, and who has everything he needed to know and who believes in himself. Is who I saw when I talked to our very special guest today, Ajay Gupta. Let's put our hands together for Ajay Gupta, who's on screen today. And can you just lift your hand and wave at us, Ajay? That is who Ajay really was when I spoke to him. I asked him, Ajay, so, what made you become who you are? Did you have a role model? He says, no, I don't have a role model. I am a self-starter. I did everything that I could on my own. I come from a humble background, he said. And that's what this story reminded me of. So let me give you a brief introduction of who this man is. He's highly accomplished, and this story really is too simple to explain who he is. You see, Ajay Gupta is a graduate from management. Hold your breath. He is the last word when it comes to sales and marketing. He is an entrepreneur, and his specialty and interests are in product conceptualization, development and management, B2B, B2C sales and marketing, business development. He does branding, and he's a digital marketeer. He's a growth planner and a hacker. So all the words that really are what this industry looks for up and coming young Turks is what Ajay Gupta is. But that's not what we're here today to listen about. Ajay comes from a very, very humble background. He comes from a middle class background like many of us do. And everything that he's achieved today has been achieved because of his own belief in himself, and more importantly, his belief that he can help others and handhold others. So that's who Ajay is. he does a whole lot. One of the things that he does is the morning. Can everybody please go on mute if you don't mind? So, so Manoj mentioned one of the things that Ajay does. He runs a gratitude circle early every morning where he does all kinds of things, including fitness, including talking about and mindfulness and meditation and a whole lot of things, which does good. But he does many things else too. But what I wanted to start off my conversation with him was how in his life was there somebody who he received help from. I know he's his own master, but as he grew up, is there somebody that he would like to thank in gratitude? Who is he in gratitude towards? So Ajay, if you can switch on your camera and if you can come on center screen and tell us who is it that you want to thank? If there was one person or one event that you are thankful for, what is that?
Thank you so much, Aparna, for the wonderful introduction about mine. And I'm truly grateful to be here. And I'm grateful to whole Do Gamer families to invite me here. Okay. And about being grateful in my life, there is a multiple moment. Yes, I born in my family. I'm grateful to be son of my mom and dad. I'm grateful to be brother of my brother, brother of my sister. Eh, and I'm grateful to many people in my life. I'm grateful to my teacher who taught me in my life. He was the person who gave me name. My name was something else. He gave me the name of Ajay Gupta. So there are so many grateful moment when I was in my two friend who took care of my. I'm grateful to them. I'm grateful to my first job who gave me platform to prove myself. I can do great in my life. I'm grateful to my people who work for me. They work really hard. They work from their heart. There is inner belief among team. So I'm grateful for the people around. I'm grateful to my wife, so lovely wife, who take care of me. I'm grateful to my relatives who really create great memory for my life. So I'm grateful to nature who give me the everything whatever I need for my life. I get fresh air, I get fresh water, I get sunlight, I get rain on time. So I'm grateful to everything whatever I have in across me.
Wow. Wow. I think blessed are those who can find joy all around them. And I think you have truly told us and reminded us about how we need to, and especially in these COVID times, I think it's important for us to find gratitude in everything that happens around us. Really, that's a wonderfully mindful thing that you mentioned. Thank you. Thank you so much. Uh, you really helped me understand how I need to be grateful
I, I,
for
I was not too much inclined towards we generally as a human being we basically say thank you to somebody when we do some work, somebody does some work for us, right? We get something from them, they will say thank you or whatever. Okay. But I read a book called The Magic long back, and that book changed my perspective towards everything in the life. I went back to my root. Yes, I was angry with my relative because they could not help me when I was needed help. My family was needed help. Then I thought, when I read the book, I thought, no, it is wrong. Whatever they can do their best, they did it. And when I realized, went back, did analysis, I thought, yes, they have done their best. They cannot go beyond that limit. Everybody has limits in their life. So that book changed my perspective towards everything in the life.
wonderful, wonderful.
And that book only basically asked me to create a course on the gratitude and help people to understand really what is the gratitude meaning, how they can be grateful towards everything in the life.
Thank you.
And I believe the gratitude is solution of the most of the problem in the life.
I agree. I totally agree with you. If there is gratitude all around us, I think the world will definitely be a happier place.
Yes.
I
I remember there is a last year I went back to home and I went to meet my relative, and my maternal uncle who never thought, I bought a mobile phone for him to gift him. He never used a smartphone, and he was overblamed with joy. He never thought that my sister son will come and give me a phone, where he did not believe it. So I start giving back. Whatever can I give back with my energy, with my source, with my understanding, I am trying to give back to everybody.
Absolutely.
That's my understanding about the gratitude.
Thank you so much. So, Ajay, I have another question for you, and this is related to what you've been doing currently.
Yeah.
In terms of being a mentor and a coach for all those you feel need that guiding light. You know, you've been a mentor and coach for a lot of people. So, what I wanted to ask you, and rather than giving us a general answer of whom you've coached, I would like you to just pick up one person. Give us one person who you feel uh, you have helped transform. Finally, of course, you know, it is their life and they take ownership of their life, but how have you been responsible in uh, in inspiring somebody to transform and change in their lives? Can you give us the story of one person you've mentored or coached, so that we get an insight, a window into what you do in your coaching journey?
Okay, I will give insight about my very close friend. Okay, I'm a not relationship coach, but I understand really how relationship work. Okay,
Sure.
so he has been discussing with me, and I know he has a great potential to do in life, very good potential in terms of anything. And he has been going through a mental trauma of the relationship. I sat with him on over the night, around close to the discussion went for more than 3-4 hours. Okay,
Yes.
and he told, no, oh, no, I'm not happy with my relationship. My wife doesn't support me, and there's a multiple issue. I cannot bring all everything here. Okay,
Oh, sure.
I basically told him you have to see from different perspective. If she is not good, are you good with her? How good are you with her? First, you are asking to change her, but you are not changing yourself.
Mm.
So I basically given him multiple tips. Now, same guy after 4 months, today when we have been talking now, I have been basically guiding him for the professional growth, what he can do in career. And now he's doing tremendous job. He joined every morning at 5:30 my morning ritual class. And he said, my life has been changed. I'm not the same person who was there earlier.
Wonderful.
From the every perspective of the life, he is look, I have changed totally. Because in the morning ritual, I don't talk about only about the gratitude. I talk about multiple, many more things. People don't have self-image. When they see themselves, they see they're poor people. They are not successful people. So I also make them how they can see themselves. They can be successful in the life. So this is the one story. Another story, basically, a beautiful lady. She has been going through mental trauma. She say, my life is totally mess. I am not able to concentrate anything. Uh, Mom of two kids, and she is a good trainer. She's a very good trainer. She trained people. When she started joining the morning ritual, I told her, I cannot talk to you in detail right now. You just let's join the morning ritual. Same lady, she's truly grateful towards her life. Now she has invited her mom to also join in the morning ritual. Today morning, her mom was talking about how she has survived her life without having husband. And she never realized, but after doing this morning ritual for around 1 month, she realized her life, how strong she was. Today, she gave a speech of around 5 minutes. She was said, I was never confident to talk about anybody, but I can talk about my life, how I come from it. So then we discuss about whether you have a husband right now or not, but he has given memory to you, he has given 2 kids to you to survive in the life. So there are multiple success story. I don't talk about all those success story because I really don't want to be public in that.
Yes. Yes.
So when I am being changed, I believe people around me also will get changed. The first person who will get changed basically it's me. So I have changed my life in multiple way, and I want to give same thing to my people who are around me. If they are ready to do, of course they can do. There are so many people who come in the morning ritual, they do 1 day, 2 days, and they don't join 3rd day. It's not easy to get up early morning at 5 o'clock.
That's true. That's
It's not
true.
easy.
Yeah, that's true. But then what you said really is important, Ajay. You know, it's happiness and gratitude and all these core values are all infectious. You see, somebody feels it and they want to pass it forward. You know,
Yes.
the lady who felt it passed it on to her mother, and now her mother will probably pass it on to somebody else. So that is how. Yes, go ahead.
her mother is, I believe she's more, now happiest person in our group. She share her story. She share every day talk about good things. Now another woman came back today now after discussion, how her, when her mom dad got husband got expired.
Totally agree with you. Totally. And Ajay, we have to quickly move on to the next question. Let me move on to because you talked about your potential in your life, and he has just answered that question. And with that, I would like you to specially answer this particular question. Mentioned can talk about, he would like to help us with money management. I thought was a very important value that we can take back, especially because today all of us are uh, maybe two of them for management of our money so that we can tide through these times.
I remember when I started my career, I met with the one banker. Beta, what every month? I didn't realize at that time the power of 10%.
Yeah.
Saving. He told if you cannot save 10%, you save whatever money, but you save every month and don't use that. In 2014, I was reading a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. That book, and then there is a book called Richest Man in Babylon.
Richest Man in Babylon, yes.
Yes. After that, basically, I wrote basically a book called Secret of Millionaire Minds by called T. Harv Eker. And I start doing research about T. Harv Eker book, what really he has been doing, what he has made, because this guy has become billionaire in very early age. And I believe money has really play important role, because when you have money, then only you can do something for others also. Then T. Harv Eker gave very nice principle about 6-jar system. Till 2017, even I was lacking about how really I can save money. I was earning a good amount of money, but I never about save the money. I was never basically had money in my bank, which I can do anything else. I read about this T. Harv Eker book called Millionaire Mind, The Secret of Millionaire Mind, and he talk about 6-jar system, and I applied the 6-jar system. 6-jar basically say about whatever money you earn, you cannot apply 100%. Okay, it will take time for you. You need to understand really. You need to keep 55% in the basically your need, whatever needs you have in life. You need to invest that money into that in that bank account, or you can say jar. Then 10% money should basically go to your education. Formal education does not give you everything to you. You need to do study. You need to learn. You need to invest money on your education, your self education. He says you need to invest 10% money on your education system. Then he talk about 10% money should invest on the freedom account, which will give you freedom in the life. That what basically my first, the client whom I met, basically banker, he talk about this 10% saving amount. Then he talk about 10% money should basically invest for the long-term expenses. Now you want to go for holiday, you want to go for buy a luxury car, you want to buy a luxury phone. And then he talk about 5% giving back to people, giving back to society. It's about contribution. I felt that this system was really magical. Yes, that time you might don't have enough money because your need cannot be 55%, could be maybe 80% also, whatever. But you should start saving money in the multiple part. You should have multiple accounts. So that 10% give me the compound power. I have enough money for my problems, my needs, my wants, whatever. And that 5%, what talk about giving back, I have made another fund for the charity, for my contribution. Whenever I wish to give, I give it. I don't think about it because that 5% goes for that only purpose. I don't touch that money.
Oh, wonderful. Mhm.
So I believe you must follow the 6-jar system. This is awesome system. You must read about it. You must Google about it and apply in your life. Somebody who's earning less amount, he can start to spend investing small amount, but they must follow it. That's my learning about money.
Yes, thank you so much. The 6-jar system for all of you who are looking for tips, and a mantra. So the 6-jar system, of course, is you can read about it on the internet. You don't need to read any of the books specifically that he's
Yes.
mentioned. So you can read about it on the internet. Please do. Rhonda Bryan is the lady who's written The Magic.
Magic book.
And, so that's the other book that has been recommended by Ajay for all of us. So thank you very much. We are out of time, and I don't think you are out of topics to talk about. Unfortunately, there are so many things you can talk about, but we are running out of time. With that said, let me just end with a gratitude quote, which I have enjoyed over the years. It goes like this: gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for us today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. I think that is what Ajay has lived up to and inspires us to live up to. So thank you very much, Ajay. It's a pleasure to talk to you. It has been a pleasure to talk to you one-on-one, but it's been a bigger pleasure to have you on this platform and share your thoughts and opinions. And thank you.
Thank you for this opportunity. I'm really grateful to you and whole team, DoGamers teams, for this opportunity to me. Thank you so much, Aparna. And thank you so much, Manoj ji.
Yes, it's all Manoj's doing and his passion. So thank you, Ajay, and we will be grateful to you. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to be,
Thank you so much.